Magi, Chapter 7 of Book 2, Parsis and Christian Propaganda. The Parsis of all shades, the cross presents the same kind of difficulty that it does in India, generally among men wholly interpreted by the Indian view. It may well be partially the fault of Christian theorizing. The doctrine of atonement, as taught in the popular theology, and even by missionaries like Moulton himself, presents difficulties enough to the thoughtful Christian, who cannot help being seriously troubled by the error of unreality in which it is too commonly enveloped. How much greater must be the difficulty of Eastern thinking men, to whom the presumptions are new and strange, what for the inheritor of centuries of Christianity are easily assumed. The difficulties are mostly outside the New Testament. Well, Plahro say, it doesn't mean that Jesus wanted a New Testament. He came to refurbish the law, to restore it, not do away with any jot or tittle of the law, which contains all the materials for the building up of a doctrine far more capable of solving an Indian's problems, naturally very different from that appeal to the West. Professor A.G. Hogg once very suggestively dwelt on the contrast between the Oriental's preoccupation with the chain of cause and effect, and that of the citizen of the Roman Empire with rebellion against divine sovereignty. Paul's doctrine of an indwelling Savior, and as the Indians definitely have belief of incarnated so-called deities among them, but that doesn't mean that they still didn't have to do their work. Preemptively forgiven didn't kind of fit with them too much. As the source of a new life is much more likely to help the Indian and the British mine and all the elaborate forensic systems that the Middle Ages labored out. To this we will return. And, of course, the idea of figuring out why and all that. Oh, not why. Oh, here's this. So Christianity trying to say, well, science isn't important, and spiritual science isn't important. The radical difference between the Orthodox Christian and I'm continuing here with Dr. Dajali's commenting on it. I don't remember which sentence. The radical difference between the Orthodox Christian and the Orthodox Zoroastrian point of view is that the former considers the case of Jesus to be unique, whereas the latter considers that of Zoroaster to be so. From that radical difference spring up a variety of differences in belief and practice which need not be discussed. In the present commentary, on one point we have two agreed, while fully understanding that we both differ on a touchy point, a point keenly felt and deeply cherished by both of us. We agree not only to tolerate, but also to appreciate an honest difference of opinion, frankly and unreservedly expressed. I ought perhaps to add that my friend has quite rightly stated in the last paragraph the difference between us, but Christians would accept heartedly the second paragraph above. We should wish to add, as most certainly would Paul, that this Christ is Jesus Christ, man of Nazareth in his heavenly life. J.H.M. Oh, James Hope Moulton. So, the last chapter of Book 2, the Parsis, is what we will get into next, and it's quite a big one, so there's a series of things